to show you this just in terms of a little technical talk is, you know, I put new hammers on just about every piano that comes through here, and I think installing hammers is something that just about all technicians ought to have in their bag of tricks, because piano hammers are kind of like the tires on a car. They wear out after a point. And you might be servicing a piano that's really in pretty good shape, but if it's been heavily played, you've got, you know, hammer wear. So there's a lot of there are easier ways to get hammers on than this. The easiest way is to buy a new set of shanks and flanges with the new hammers that you want to get already drilled and already glued on. And Wally Brooks and Renner have that service. Steinway will sell you hammers that are already glued on shanks and flanges. So that is an option for, I guess, both grand, well, maybe not uprights, but grands. It is possible. You might.
Wally will shank up upright hammers for you.
Oh, will he? Okay. So if you just don't want to get into that as part of your own personal work, there's nothing wrong with that. And that way, you know, all you really have to do is install them and travel them, and, you know, some degree of hammer felt sanding and shaping. But if you do want to get a little bit more hands-on with it, I'm just going to show you the general system that I use. These hammers in this base, this is a Model O Steinway action stack. So this is as I glue them on. Now these are Renner Premium Blue Light hammers, which is a hammer I use quite a bit. One thing I like about these is that they have a walnut molding. The other Renner Premium Blues have a mahogany, and I think some of the obel hammers that you can get, also you can get either mahogany or walnut. Well, what difference does it make? Well, this wood is a lower density than maple or hornbeam, which is the white wood that you'll see on hammers. That's always a denser and heavier wood for the same volume of wood. So that's one issue in what the weight of the hammer is going to be. This also is pretty easy to work. It's a little softer. Maple and hornbeam are harder to work than the softer woods like mahoganies and walnuts. Yet they're very stable, and they're going to do a good job. I like to glue these on before any tapering or shaping has been done. Primarily because I use a little plastic triangle when I'm installing them. You know, the stack is upright here, and I'm on this side. I'm over here. I'm gluing them on, but I'll use this little plastic triangle as a square reference, and to me that does a lot to, you know, get you on the right foot for when the hammer's pre-tapered. You kind of have to make some eyeball judgment of, you know, how perpendicular have you got that hammer. So anyway, the system that I use involves this. Now, Ron, would you could you just unscrew these and put them on this tray? They don't have to stay in order or anything. But if yeah, you might as well do all of them. And you can see I prefer to use hide glue. I don't think, you know, there's really no friendlier glue once you get used to it for stuff like gluing on hammers. There's some good white glues that are perfectly good too. You have to have something that's thick enough that, what I really like about the hide glue is that, you know, hide glue gels as it cools, and you only have like some minutes, depending on how hot or how warm or cool your environment is, or if you put any retarder. You can put a urea in hide glue that slows down its drying and setting time, but I don't put any retarder in because I want these to go ahead and set up pretty quick. But I do, if it's a cool time of the year, I prefer to heat the hammers up a little bit. Sometimes it's in the 60s in the shop or something, and it's really better for there to be kind of warm. But when I'm ready to glue them on, I just start gluing them on, and by the time you go to the next one, or the next one, or the next one, you can go back and make little corrections in the different angles. You can kind of refine and check them as you go along. But after, you know, 5 minutes or so, they're going to be pretty well set. So, okay, this next section, I've already shaped these. I'm basically done with these, but they're going from here, the starting off point, and so y'all come up and kind of look at those a little bit closer. And I'm just going to show you there's a bandsaw thing, there's a drill press thing, and there's a table saw thing that I do with these, and I'm gonna demonstrate that. If y'all wanna just see that, I'll be in a position to show you. This is the kind of thing that you just about have to be in the shop to demonstrate.
For what? Jigs. Can I use
He uses that for the,
I know this, you don't, that's on the